Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you a this or that battle between the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick and the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick. I thought this would be a fun battle because both are foundation sticks and they both claim to be medium coverage with a natural finish. As you can see, I've already applied the foundation. I have the Bareminerals on this side and the Milk Makeup on this side. The Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick was my go-to foundation over the summer. When I saw that Milk Makeup was releasing a similar foundation to the Bareminerals one, I was so intrigued because they had such similar claims. I've never tried anything by Milk before, so I was really excited to try out this foundation. The suggested application for the Bareminerals foundation stick is to apply directly to the face, starting with the center, then forehead, down the nose, and on the chin. And to also swipe once across the cheekbones and under eye. If you're looking to build up more coverage in an area, you should do 2 to 3 swipes. For sheer coverage, blend out using your fingers, and for medium coverage, you should be using a foundation brush in small circular motions. The suggested application for the Milk Makeup foundation stick is to swipe where you want. Chin, forehead, cheeks, and the center of the face, and you can blend with a sponge, brush, or your fingers. I did use my Real Techniques number 200 brush on both sides of my face, but I did clean it in between applications. I do normally use the Derma E Radiant Glow Face Oil as a primer when I use the Bareminerals foundation stick, but I wanted to see how both formulas performed without a primer, so I did just go in on top of my moisturizer when I applied these foundations. If you haven't used the Bareminerals foundation stick, it applies with a very cool, almost wet sensation, which feels really interesting and really nice on the face. I definitely feel an extra boost of hydration when I'm applying this foundation. I did notice when I was applying the Milk foundation stick that it didn't go on quite as smoothly as the Bareminerals did. I did feel like it tugged a little bit at my skin when I was applying it. The autofocus on my camera is busted, so I'll have to insert pictures of what I would normally hold up to the camera to show you. Here is what the outer packaging for the Bareminerals foundation stick looks like. It's long, slender, and mostly black. The inner packaging for the Bareminerals foundation stick is this really nice rose gold kind of color. The packaging looks very expensive. It feels luxurious because of the weight in your hand. It's something that looks really nice on the vanity. This is the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick in the shade Opal 1, and Opal 1 is the lightest shade in the Bareminerals foundation. The Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick retails for $32 and comes in 20 shades. It's recommended for all skin types except for oily. It's supposed to have medium coverage with a natural, radiant finish. You also get 0.35 ounces or 10 grams of product. The Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick says that it's clean without compromise, full of fresh, clean coverage, free of pore clogging oils. It's an innovative water-based liquid foundation in a stick with hydrating skincare benefits and SPF protection, provides all-day medium coverage that's clean, fresh, and naturally radiant. Multitasking formula can be used as a foundation, concealer, or for touch-ups. It's oil-free, vegan, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested. This is the Milk Makeup packaging. It is mostly white. When it came, it had a sticker down the side, so it was very difficult to open. The packaging itself is all white, and the Milk Makeup embossing on the top that you can't see because my autofocus doesn't work. It also has a nice sleek design similar to the Bareminerals, but it's not as slender, and it's also a lot wider than the Bareminerals. I'm not super impressed with the packaging of the Milk foundation stick. It's plastic and very cheap feeling. This is the Milk Makeup Flex foundation stick in the shade Fair, fourth lightest shade. The Milk Makeup Flex foundation stick retails for $36, comes in 36 shades, and is suitable for all skin types. It's supposed to have medium coverage with a natural finish. You also get 0.35 ounces or 10 grams of product. The Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick says it's a medium coverage natural finish foundation that covers, combs, and flexes without creasing or caking. Good ingredients, epic payoff. Cruelty-free, paraben-free, 100% vegan, silicone-free, fragrance-free, and gluten-free. Alright, it's been 10 hours that I've been wearing the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick and the the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick, it is time to crown a winner of this or that battle. As I'm sure you remember, the Bareminerals foundation stick was on the left side of my face and the Milk Makeup Flex foundation stick was on the right side of my face. Before I go ahead and zoom you in, I just want to show you the full face right now and how it lasted. Overall, both shades matched me very well, and on my face I don't even think that you can tell that I'm wearing two different foundations with two different shades. Aside from a little bit of bronzer, I don't have any other products on my face other than the two foundations. I do think that these 10 hours were a good reflection on how the foundations both perform. I'm going to zoom you in so that you can get a closer look at how the foundation actually looks after 10 hours. Now that you're zoomed in, I can show you a little bit better how the foundation wore down throughout the day. On the Bareminerals side, I do notice some wear down a little bit on my hairline, like where I would go to move my hair out of my eye. I also noticed some breakdown along my jawline and a little bit on this side of my nose. I didn't experience any kind of caking or buildup with this foundation, and I do think that it did a really great job covering my enlarged pores on this side of my face. I don't think that it emphasized any kind of texture, and I feel like it wore really well throughout the day. This foundation is one that I do find melts into the skin fairly quickly. It doesn't transfer, it dries down pretty nicely where you can touch your face and you don't get any kind of residue on your hands or your clothes. On the Milk Makeup side of my face, I don't notice a lot of wear down along the hairline, but I also don't have to move my hair the same way that I do on this side of my face. I do notice the same kind of breakdown along the jawline, but as I've mentioned in other foundation videos, I am a face toucher. It's just something that happens. In joint areas like around my chin and around my nose, the foundation's obviously worn off, and I don't think that's a fault to either of the foundations themselves. I do think that's just a me kind of thing. I do think that for being a natural finish foundation, the Milk Makeup side of my face does look a bit dewier or shinier than the Bareminerals side, which is supposed to be a more radiant finish. I do feel that it emphasized a lot more of my pores and texture on this side of my face. Even looking straight on, you can still see that this side of my face doesn't have as much emphasized texture or pores as this side does. I do have the same wear down underneath my nose on both sides. I don't notice a ton of creasing. I am getting a little bit of creasing around where my smile lines are on the Milk Makeup side, but I do think that overall it held up very well to the claim of it being creaseless and cakeless. I don't feel like it ever looked cakey, though I do think that it never quite melted into my skin. Between the two, the Bareminerals foundation definitely wore more second skin-like, whereas the Milk Makeup definitely wore as a layer of makeup on my face. It is touchable now. It did take quite a while for it to actually dry down to be transfer proof. The winner of this or that battle between the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick and the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick is the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. I want to give points to Milk Makeup for not having a ridiculously long name that is very difficult to say. I enjoyed my makeup much more on the Bareminerals side of my face, and I do feel like it gave a finish and a wear that I do much prefer. Next Sunday, I will be uploading a more in-depth review of the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick with a multiple day wear test. This is not the last we're seeing of the Milk Foundation Stick. In case you missed it, hi, my name is Katie, and you can catch me most often on Instagram. Don't miss an upload. Subscribe and ring the bell to be notified on Sundays and Wednesdays when I upload. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you on Wednesday when I try out a drugstore dupe for the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation.